Alright, hello everyone. In this video I would like to talk about the many ways of C major scale. And what I mean about, what I'm talking about here is that everybody knows about the C major scale. If you're a proper musician, you learned the notes which are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Probably you can play it on your instrument. Most likely it's like in the first position. But the interesting thing about the guitar is that you can find the notes, every note you can find on the next lower string again, which gives you a lot of opportunity, because the higher the note you play, the more options you have, because you can find those notes on the strings that are lower than that. So if I take this C note, you can find this C note on the G string as well, on the D string, on the A string, and on the low E string, which gives me the opportunity to find the notes of a C major scale in many other forms. Everybody knows this one, the open position. But let's say I don't like it, or I don't like the fact that it has open strings with it. It just sounds different, or the other players in the band, they want something that fits better the sound of the musical theme we are playing, and so I need to find a different way to play the C major scale, or just simply on purpose of learning the instrument. Let me show you. Same notes, same scale, but different fingering. For the first two notes, C, D on the A string, and I start with the second finger. B, the E, F, G are on the D string. A, B, C are on the G string. Sounds very different because of the thickness of the different strings, different thickness, and there's no open string in it, so it sounds really different. Smoother, yeah? No open string, it doesn't have the attack of the open string. Okay, let's play the same notes again, but I have the first three notes on the same string, on A. On the D string I have F, G, A, and on the G string I have B, C. So the previous one was, and this one is much different again. Okay. Let's start. This C note here can be found on the low E string as well. So let's start from the low E string. It sounds different again, yeah, because the thickness of the strings. I prefer this one to the previous ones. It sounds darker. Same note, same root note, C again, but I start with the second finger. So now I have two notes on the low E string. I have E, F, G on the A string, and I have A, B, C on the D string. And now I'm gonna start with my first finger on the C note, which leaves me with, C, D, E on the low E string, F, G, A on the A string, and B, C on the D string. You see how different they sound? And obviously there are the extremes when you can play the scale on one string on the low E string. Obviously these are not really useful scales. What is it useful for? Okay, the first time I realized that, now, okay, what is it useful for? You will find it useful that every once in a while every guitarist feels like being stuck because they play the same scale, the same melodies, the same solos, the same patterns all over and over again in the same position, and it just gets boring. And you just need to get out of that rut. If you play this all day, all night, it just gets boring. You can play the same figure in different positions, so you get to know the neck of the guitar, the fretboard, and it just sounds different. And yes, it does make a difference. Some people would say, I don't hear the difference in this. Yes, there is a difference for us, for guitar players, for us who really look for tones and we want to hear the difference. And sometimes it's just the different fingering will help you play better, because if I play like this, I don't like that, I can't control the as I mentioned, the open, I don't like the sound of the open string, or I'm just much more, this finger pattern is much familiar with me, or I have stronger fingers. There's a lot of ways to play the same melody, and it gives you an option to experiment which sounds and works the best for you, for your hands. And that really does make a difference, because sometimes we find ourselves stuck with, I can't play this. If you play together with someone, maybe it's good for you, but I can't play this because we have different hands, we have different guitars, we have different fretboards, and sometimes it's just to figure out the same melody in a different position will give you a way to play it. And I found it really useful. Every once in a while when I play together with someone and I have to double with someone else is doing, the best way to do it is to do it exactly the way he does. Obviously, it's gonna be same different, but the thing is, sometimes it gets a bit more interesting if you play the same melody in different position, because of the thickness of the strings. It will give you a different voice, different sound, and it's just more interesting to me, to my taste. Okay, what I would like you to do is to pick a really simple melody. Let's say this phrase. It's D, E, G, D, E. And let's say how many ways you can play it. Open string. And so on and so on. You see, it is all sound different. So what you should do with it is take something and try to find it in different positions, and it will give you better results the more you do it, obviously. Okay, thank you for watching, and thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel if you like what I do. Leave a comment below on what would you want me to do. And I'll see you next time. Yeah.